Well, hello everyone. My name is Matt Long. I'm a co-founder here at BulletProofRealEstateAgent.com, and what we do is we help realtors get calls directly from home sellers on Google, Siri, Yahoo, Bing, Alexa, and many, many more. And we help them do this organically without ads. Well, about once a month, we interview one of our clients and we post that, and that's what this interview is. It's with a lady named Beverly Oved. She's been with us for a few months now, and she's a young realtor, and she wants to tell you what Bulletproof has done for her business. So check it out. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. We are here with Beverly Oved, coming to us from Oregon. Is that where you're coming to us from? Mm-hmm. Okay. Beverly started her business in 2021. Is that correct?
Yep. The very end of 2021, but I didn't really start working my business until basically January of 2022. The first couple months were just kind of doing trainings, learning some stuff.
Sure. Very good. Well, recently after she started her business, she joined Bulletproof for many reasons I'm sure we'll get into on this call. But Beverly, just wanted to introduce you, maybe give us a rundown of, you already talked about when you started, but maybe why you started and the first maybe few months of your realtor business.
Okay. So prior to this, I was a nurse. I worked in the school district and then decided to be a stay-at-home mom for 7 years, and kind of felt like I was losing my identity a little bit. You know, I was mom, I was wife, all those things, which are great, but there wasn't like anything that was me. So, yeah, I started thinking about what I could do that would be totally flexible, maybe work from home, and kind of control my own work schedule, income, all the things.
Yeah, great.
Well, you have a lot in common with Matt and I. So my wife actually has a master's degree in medical, and she works with special needs children at school. She actually took 4 years off to be a stay-at-home mom. Which he also felt like she was kind of losing her identity because she went to school. She loved it. She loved working with those children. Matt's wife actually is a stay-at-home mom right now. So you have more in common with both of us than I'm sure you even imagined when you first started this out.
Yeah. And actually I was in the special ed classroom as a nurse as well. I have my own child now who is special needs. She's autistic and has some other stuff. So yeah. Very familiar with that whole world. Yeah, that world.
Well, my wife's thrilled to be jumped back in, so I'm sure you're thrilled to be getting your identity back, and we're thrilled to help you build your brand and pull you through this journey. So,
right. So, you know, one of the reasons obviously you're on here is because you joined Bulletproof, and so we'd like to hear from you. Maybe as a new realtor, what are some of the challenges you faced prior to joining Bulletproof?
I mean, I think any new realtor, it's hard to start a business. It's hard to start from the ground up. And in real estate, it's really competitive, especially if you live in a big city. I'm just outside of Portland. So there's thousands of realtors. You're competing with people who have been doing this a long time. So how are you going to get ahead and kind of make yourself known, like, here I am, especially if you don't have a huge sphere, which I don't because I didn't grow up here. So, you know, I kind of the theme of last year was hard lessons learned. And I kind of threw everything at the wall marketing wise and looked for something to stick. And this has been what actually made me money. Was Bulletproof Realtor was what actually ended up making me money last year. None of the other things I did really helped in that sense. And yeah, so now I have business coming to me instead of me having to always chase it. I do other things, but it helps.
Yeah, no, you bring up a great point, because the realtor business is especially a business about relationships and who you know, and mostly who knows that you do realtor services, you know, right? That you are a realtor and that you offer that. And I do think that this is one of the many positives about Bulletproof is it can help young realtors break into the business very quickly and try to dethrone some of the big guys that have been in there for a long time. And that's one of my favorite parts about Bulletproof, is really trying to help the little guy who's just as good a realtor as someone else, right, but nobody knows they exist because they're not pulling up on Google.
True. Yep. Or because, like in my case, there's a realtor and she's a rock star. I mean, this woman is incredible and I look up to her. She sells 80 homes a year. Wow. But she's my biggest competition. How am I going to make myself known when everywhere I turn, people are naming her and recommending her? Like, I got to jump in there somewhere.
Well, what really impresses me with what you're doing up there, you're new to the market, right? You say you're not from there. I've been
here 13 years.
Oh, you've been there. Oh, excuse me. You're new to real estate.
Yeah.
So a lot of people's businesses, a lot of realtors, real estate agents, businesses come from word of mouth. A lot of people don't really understand that now, as we transition in technology, that the new word of mouth is through reviews. And you've been doing this for a shorter period of time compared to some of our clients who have been real estate agents for 20 and 30 years. But you already have 17 5-star reviews. So my hat's off to you. You understand the review game, which is completely the new word of mouth. So with that being said, and hearing what you said before about, threw spaghetti at the wall just to see what stick, what made you choose Bulletproof over all the other companies and everything you've already tried? I know that you said, this is the one thing that's made you money, which we love to hear, right? We love success stories. That's why we have you on here. But with that being said, you tried all those other things. What made you select Bulletproof to get you to the point? And we love the fact that we helped get, start making you money and profit.
Honestly, I can't say exactly what. I don't even remember how I found you guys, to be honest.
Did we show up at your front door or something?
I don't know. I'm in a ton of realtor groups, so somebody must have mentioned it, or maybe it was an ad that popped up and I clicked on it. But I had just gotten done setting up my Google business page. I had paid for a course on how to set it up, how to get verified, all those things. But then I was like, okay, now what do I do with it?
Sure.
I'm not organically going to rank or anything. I don't know SEO. I don't know how to create backlinks. I don't know how to do all that stuff. So when I was told it's, just a few $100s a month, there's no contract, but give it a few months to work because SEO is a long game. I was like, okay, that, compared to what I'm spending on, other forms of marketing, I'll give it a shot. And I actually kind of forgot about it for a couple months. And then I started getting calls and I was like, wait a minute, that's that thing. That must be what's working because I haven't done anything else different with my business page. And I think in December alone, I got 17 calls.
Wow. That's awesome.
That is incredible.
Yeah. So one of the things that I failed to mention as a co-founder when we started this video is that what we do here at Bulletproof is we help people get organic calls on Google, Siri, Yahoo, Bing, Alexa without running ads. We help people rank on these sites so that they are getting organic calls and not just getting seen on these platforms, but chosen. And that's part of our review process and helping people get reviews, teaching people how to get good reviews, which you've been out there doing. And because you've been out there doing the work, like you said, you wanted to do it, you just didn't know what to do. Yeah. Using our process, giving you those steps, it's now translated into, did you say 17 calls last month?
17 calls in December. And that has resulted in, I just did 2 listings went live this week. I have a listing appointment tomorrow. I actually just got a message this morning who I need to connect with this afternoon who needs to sell his house. So we'll see if that turns into another appointment.
Right.
And then I closed a listing in November. So, I mean, and then I've had, I can't even think, I probably had other appointments and stuff in between. And I have a few buyers I'm working with.
Well,
I mean,
one thing that you said a while ago about your daughter that you're having to take care of, and then what you just stated was you turned it on and you really forgot about it. Right?
Yeah.
You got to do what you needed to do with your time, which is not learn about SEO, which is, it was a few $100s a month to really buy back your time, but get your brand building in the background. Some people are so impatient, like they want instant gratification, which doesn't come when we're talking about organically growing, right? If you want instant gratification, then you spend thousands and thousands of dollars a month to go buy a bunch of leads, which is not what we do. We put you in the training, you understand, you start getting the reviews, and it just starts growing and growing and growing, and your GCI after that just absolutely grows, and you do what you do best, which is you go sell real estate and take care of your daughter.
Right. And it's so funny because I brought my team leader in, and I think she signed up with you guys for the team, but she was like, Bev, I keep seeing your face everywhere. And she's like, I type in anything real estate related and your face is at the top of my screen. I'm like, that's what's supposed to happen.
That's amazing.
That's from Alabama. So I'm showing up in a lot of places, which is fine because then I have an agent in Alabama I just refer it out to, but it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And a line that I like to say all the time is do what you do best and just pay for the rest. It's very minimal on what you pay for the amount of information and data and service that you actually get with our company and with other services. So can I ask you for your total sales and advice for new agents and what your goals would be? That's 3 loaded questions, and we just want to give you the platform.
Okay, so I think I didn't do horribly for my first year, but I didn't do like incredible. I mean, I think I closed 10 or 11, and I want to say around 3.5 million total volume.
Did you say you didn't do horribly?
Well, because you have to understand here, the median home price is like between $500,000 and $600,000. So, I mean,
I'd still give you credit for it.
Right. I know real estate agents who have been in the business for a long time that they try and just figure out how to post and make goofy TikToks and all kinds of stuff and sell one home, and they've been in the business or say they've been in the business for 3 or 4 years. So that's why we laugh. It sounds comical to say you didn't do horrible and you sold 3.5 million, whatever the median is, but continue, please.
Yeah. So, well, I say that too, though, when people are like, well, I'm going to go with somebody who has more experience. I'm like, well, what are you basing that on? Are you basing, because you didn't ask me how many homes I've sold. Are you basing that on how many years someone's been in the business? Because they might be in the business 10 years, but only sold 1 a year. And so we're kind of the same. I mean,
yeah, that's great. And Chad brings up, the money you made from selling homes. You also have 2 referrals for BulletProof. So you're also making $100 a month just from referring our service. So
you may be hearing from another couple people too, because I've been talking to people.
Very good. Well, you're well on your way to getting all your software paid for, essentially.
Oh, that would be amazing. As far as advice for new agents, I mean, I'm still a new agent. I'm still learning. There's still so much. But I guess don't be afraid to jump in there and do it. I mean, I've had, even in just 1 year, I've had some crazy transactions and some difficult clients and some sticky situations. And what my team leader tells me is it's great because you're not afraid to jump in there. You're like, okay, I don't know, but I'll get it figured out as I go. So just don't be afraid to jump in and get the experience. Get the experience selling land, selling condos, I did a floating home this year. Like, yeah,
wow.
It's pretty cool actually. But get as much experience as you can and don't be afraid of it. Leverage tools because, I know that my team leader is really big on cold calling, and I know it's a skill that I need to develop, and I'm terrified of it, but I pay for certain systems and tools because I know that's not my strength. I know what my strength is. My strength is relationships and my strength is closing. and converting. I'm not a rainmaker. So I'm going to kind of outsource for that, because why not? You know, if it's going to end up making me more money, and it's already, I mean, what I've done so far is already more than paid for this, you know?
Sure. If you were a rainmaker, would it make sense to live in a floating home, do you think? I guess it's a way to keep your money liquid and invest in real estate, I would say.
No, but seriously, those floating homes are pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds
cool.
Sounds amazing. It looks like our records show that we might have connected with you on Facebook, and I want to remind people that we do have a very large Facebook group. We'll put the link in this video so you guys can connect there. We do a lot of stuff in there, basically for free, trying to show you guys what we do and different demos. I think we do a weekly demo, weekly trainings, weekly coaching calls is what we call that. And yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff in there.
And there's 1,600 agents as of right now. There's 1,600 agents in there. And so, you know, for people that are inside of our program, you know, like yourself, you say you really shared some valuable information, but you still find yourself to be new inside of that group. It's something that we put together so people like yourself and everybody else with the 30-year season, you can go in there and you can ask, because it's only chock full of real estate agents. And Matt and I, when we do these, we're good at software. We understand Google. We understand how everything works. Right. We have no idea how to go sell a home. We would have to call, you know, someone.
We'd have to call Beverly.
We'd have to call Beverly, right? Like we would have to call someone such as yourself to do what, you know, the non-boring stuff, with the stuff that we don't understand. And so, you know, for us, this is as much about learning for us as it is maybe, you know, getting you and your name out there and what this program has actually done for you. We love having people like you on here.
Well, I just want to say, you know, I don't put my name behind anything that I don't actually like and believe in. You know, even though I get compensated for the affiliate side, like, hand to God, it's worked for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't sit here and say anything, because I don't build up other businesses that I don't believe in the person behind the business, or I don't believe in what they're doing. So that's just a little disclaimer that, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. And we feel like we have a good product too. That's why we're trying to spread the word. And we appreciate realtors like yourself helping us out doing that, which is why we like to reward you guys for doing that. So we appreciate the interview. We like to keep these, you know, short, respect for your time and then people watching. So just a reminder for you guys watching at home, at Bulletproof Real Estate Agent, we help realtors get found and chosen on Google, Siri, Yahoo, Bing, Alexa, and many more. And we help you do it organically without ads. That's what we do here. Chad, anything to add?
No, that's it. We really appreciate it. We want to protect your reputation and your brand almost more than you do. So we have tons of respect for you, tons of respect for everything that you do. So any final words for everybody, Beverly?
Chad, if you need a realtor in the Portland area, I'm right here.
There you go.
A nice referral fee.
There you go. Salesperson at heart.
I love it. I love it. So
thank you so much.
I have to end every single thing every time we do an interview, any videos. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the top, just like Beverly.
Bye.
Okay, so if you are interested in some of the things that Beverly mentioned, you've got two options. One, you can go to bulletproofrealestateagent.com and you can click and sign up and get exactly what she has, and we will do this for you. And what's this? It means we will get you calls directly from home sellers on Google, Siri, Yahoo, Bing, Alexa, and many, many more, and we'll help you do it without running ads. Your second option, if you're not quite sure you need a little bit more information, just click on the demo button and we'll have one of our trained professionals take you through exactly what we do for you, and show you how we are going to revolutionize your business. So I hope to work with you soon. We'll see you at the top.